Hiya, my name's Nick. Welcome to the Bear's Paws. What can I get you?
Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? No. Wowie, are we alright? Is it working? Loud and clear. Cheers, lads. How you doing, mate? Steve, how's things, bud? Mandy? How are we all doing? Are we all fine? Are we all fab and groovy? Are we loving it? Are we loving it like that? You're knackered. What you been up to apart from recreating worlds all over the place? Loved the live the other day. It was fantastic, mate. Same as Safs as well. Just dead relaxed and chilled. I like that. Oh, Botrix has joined. Come on. There you go. Get on screen. Speaking of which, Safademus and Pliers, how we doing, mate? How's things? You alright? Oof. Hasn't it gone warm tonight? It's been cold all day and now all of a sudden it's warm. Jeez. Sun is suddenly absolutely out there with a vengeance. It wasn't this morning, I can tell you that. Sorting stuff out with the little one's party on Saturday. Yep. We'll take every last little bit of energy that you've got there. Then you've got Saturday, which will take all the energy you haven't got yet. Leave you in a deficit for days. So you're more than likely to fall asleep at any moment. Is that anything to do with how boring my voice is? How boring the stream is? Or have you had a hard day at work today? Saf, you woke up early and went voting, as is your civic duty, of course. Now you feel like you're hit by a train. Can I ask you a question? On the way home, did you get hit by a train by any chance? Because that might explain things. Got to vote. You have to vote. It is your duty to vote. The Southport Sonnet. Yes. The Scribe. The Sefton Scribe. It's the first one I've done in a while, and I took minutes in the car waiting for Jess. Obviously I wasn't in the car when I recorded it. I came home and done that. Ended up finding 2 boxes of sprues and a box of unpainted terrain that you didn't know you'd lost. A proper Brucey bonus. There you go. That's what we like to see. And 2 more hills that need redoing. Think of it as more content, more streams. You got bumped into by a very blessed woman, or blessed woman rather. Does that count? I think it does, doesn't it? Was that Close Encounters of the Nun kind, was it? What's the sprue? I don't know, Mandy, what's the sprue with you? Right, who's working? Who's doing the first shift? Who wants to get behind there and earn some spondulix? A sprue is the frame that your models come on. Right. See, now, I love the fact that we learn something all the time, even if it's just a word today. So if anyone's watching this particular stream who doesn't know what that is, you do now. You have been warned, you have been told. Oh, hang on, I haven't... There's always one fucking thing I haven't done, isn't there? Oh, no, I have. Have I? Yeah, I have. It's alright, it's the sun. The flat thing you clip them out of, that's a sprue. Is that the same as Airfix kits? The sort of the skeleton that it comes in that you have to ping it off? Is that what that is as well? Learn something new every day. Every day you do learn something new, it's a day that's not wasted. You have to excuse me as well if I sound even more strokey than normal, but I went and had a dentist's appointment this morning. It was really painful, really painful. My wallet is still crying. To be fair, the actual treatment wasn't overly painful. Paying for it was. Although she was almost on my chest at one point. The same as any kit build, the frame is a sprue, even the one with half an APC on it. Right, so I don't know if anyone's watched James May's Toy Stories. If you haven't, you should do. They're fantastic, especially if you are of an age. He made the world's biggest Airfix kit, a Spitfire, a life-size Spitfire, homemade Airfix, and they put it on a sprue. I don't know if he mentions it in the actual series. I might go back and watch that. But yeah, to make it look as realistic as possible, it was on the frame, on the sprue as well, which is fantastic. Definitely worth watching that show. He deals with Meccano, Lego, plasticine, Airfix, and also he tries to fly a glider, a kid's glider, or a homemade glider. It was going to go from the UK to France over the English Channel, but didn't quite work. Oh, Saf, you're doing the first shift, are you? Right, yeah, that's it. If you're asking, there you go. You're doing the first shift. I'm on Beck's Blue. Tea, 2 sugars and milk, happy days. Susan, how you doing? Blah, 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 indeed, indeed. That's all I do, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, if you got your pinny on, or a brat, as it was known, landlords used to wear, it's not a pinny, it's a brat, a leather brat. There you go, something else. As for the beer, I got some Erdinger, which I had yesterday or the day before, I can't remember. And it was lovely. It was one that Thomas suggested last week, because obviously we're Everton fans, and he said, if you get over the fact that it's Jurgen Klopp advertising it, swat. It's really nice, and it was. So I've got more in the fridge, but they're still warm. They haven't cooled down yet. I also have alcohol-free gin and tonic, and some Asahi as well, which is very nice. Kirsty, how you doing? Rooibos, 2 sugars and milk. Rooibos, I can't take the Rooibos. Red Bush. It's a good job that Ali wasn't here for that one, isn't it, really? I don't like Red Bush. She kick off. Coke and cream are here for Mandy, yep. Tea for Steve, out, no sugar, you're sweet enough, of course. It is Red Bush tea. There's a taste to it I don't particularly like, and I don't know what it is. I get loads of teas from a place in Liverpool called Leaf, which I know makes it sound like it's some kind of ganja warehouse, but it's not. They do really good, I don't even know what you call them. I've got green teas, jasmine ones, gunpowder tea, which is absolutely amazing. The jasmine tea with the little pearls in it, that when you put it in, they unfurl into like flowers, and it's absolutely incredible. Bit spency, but nice. Love from Nevada, of course. Suzanne, you probably can't see her, but on the United Wardrobe of America, we have got the Nevada state flag to represent yourself. That's on there, along with Maryland, Alaska, bizarrely enough, Illinois, Ohio, and where else? I think that's it. 6 of them so far. We're going for the full 50, hopefully. I thought Alaska was going to be the most difficult one to get, but think that was the fourth one. It's mad. White Russian for Susan. Yeah, Russians left, right and centre. Red Bush, yeah. That's what rooibos means, Dutch, innit? Rooibos. Red Bush. It's got a strange aftertaste, which I'm not 100% sure I like. So some of the strange teas that I've got have also got Red Bush in them. Strawberry and mint tea for Kirsty. No problemo. Whiskey and Coke for Susan. No problemo. Saf, you hate rooibos tea. Even though it's isn't it a South African staple? Yeah. It's healthy, but you hate it. Isn't that the way with most things? There's loads of things that are healthy and I can't stand them. Technically, you're a Lancashire traitor. 2 types of Yorkshire tea in the cupboard. No, not at all, lads. This is the way to think of it, mate. This is the way to think of it. If you drink all the Yorkshire tea, so there's none left, they'll have none to drink. You could be providing a drought to Yorkshire. Fuck 'em. Yorkshire is weird, though. Seriously. I've been to loads of football games. I have never heard a set of football fans chanting the name of their county. You always get it with Yorkshire clubs. Same with Yorkshire boxers, Yorkshire, anything to do with sports. They're always singing Yorkshire, Yorkshire, as if you don't know where they're from. It's mad. I mean, obviously, if it was a Yorkshire cricket club, the Yorkshire county, you'd understand that, but no. Yeah, that as well. That was a bit of a rip-off of a joke. Someone said, I'll only ever drink French mineral water. So if one day the French have a drought, I'll know I've played my part, which I thought was a funny thing to say. Pot of tea and some barbecue sausage and chips is right, lid. Get yourself out on the outside of that, Steve. You'll love it, mate. Yorkshire tea is the spare tea. You drink Ringtons as a daily brew. I drink Twinings Ale Grey as my go-to, my daily go-to. Unfortunately, I drink that much of it in my big mug that I am constantly pissing like a racehorse, which I think is supposed to be a good thing for you, isn't it? Flushes the kidneys out. Keep your eyes peeled. You heard the wildebeest are looking to cause trouble tonight. Oh, they always are, aren't they? Feckin' wildebeest. Coming around here causing kerfuffles. Ali, good evening to you too. Is this a pub or a zoo? Mandy, you've worked in pubs, I've worked in pubs. How many times have we uttered that exact phrase? Plenty of them. Plenty. Yakida la. Slangy yakida. Miwadi and sparkling water for Ali. Talking of Red Bush, Ali walks into the chat. Yep. Cheers and all that stuff like. Yeah, so dentist at 8:30 this morning. I told my lovely, lovely daughter, of course, yesterday. I said I can't take you on Wednesday morning because I'm going to the dentist. All right, yeah, all right. Snap, snap, snap. And then this morning at about 8:25, just as I was walking in the place, where are you? I'm at the fucking dentist, like I told you. Oh shit. So she had 5 minutes to get out of the house and walk 15 minutes to work. I don't think she made it on time. But I did pick her up afterwards. I have warned her. When I speak, listen. Stop snapping. Half-wit. You want your water to be still, not sparkling, of course. As you never worked in a pub but you funded a fair few, keep yourself on that side of the bar, mate. Seriously. It's much better. I loved my time working behind the bar. I used it like it was like being on stage. I was doing stupid voices and accents, telling jokes all day, dancing, all kinds of stuff. I used to annoy the life out of people in a good way. But it can be hard work. when we left our pub, which is back in 2003, I had a year to the day of being unemployed before I started the job that I'm doing now. But we all said, you finish work at whatever time. For me, it's 7 o'clock at night. Close the door behind you, and that's it. Your job's done. You haven't got to worry about someone breaking in, trying to steal money and stuff. Whereas in the pub, every time you hear the noise, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, it's like, shit, someone's breaking in. It might be an armed raid or something. Don't need any of that. Not good for you. Ali, ginger nut red. You saying you've got ginger nuts? Real red bush. Echte rooibos, I think the phrase is. Fiery, you are fiery. We've noticed. Piss the bartender off and you'll never know what's in your drink. I think you've just given him a clue there in the first letter, the first word rather. Piss in your drink. Ali, how am I? I'm doing fantastic. Thank you, Vel. Not too bad at all, apart from the dentist this morning, which cost me a fair few quid. It was a surgical extraction. Jeez. Although my dentist is fantastic, she's lovely. But at some point she said to me, let me know if you're in pain. And as soon as Deacon Blue came on the radio, I was going to say to her, hey, get that fucking shite off now, it's doing me head in. Daniel, how you doing, mate? How's things, bud? I actually managed to make it to one of your lives earlier, if only for 10 minutes. Every time that you've done one recently, I've been on the phones with work, so I've not been able to join in, unfortunately. That's working full time for you, unfortunately. Working till 7 o'clock at night. It's my own choice to do that, though. I find it the best part of the day. I get more done that way. Ginger, not red. A tad Janger. Nothing wrong with a bit of ginger. I will show you pictures at some point of me where I was an absolute full-on ginger. Proper ginger. A famous grouse double for Dan. Happy days. Grouse, by the way, are as thick as shit. I don't know if you've got anywhere you live, but we've got loads of them. Less now than they should be, because they don't understand that 2 tons of German metal going towards them is not a good idea. Get out of the way. They are thick as fuck. They really are. Not like pigeons who will sit there till the last minute and just disappear. Yes, non-sparkling water for Ali before she starts going mad. Yeah, Steve, your beard was ginger before it went grey. Is your hair ginger as well? Sorry, was your hair ginger when you had it? Because it's weird, isn't it? People with all kinds of colour hair can have ginger beards. What? Why? Without trying to sound like Jerry Seinfeld, what's that all about? Did I miss a meeting? It's mad. Got black hair and a ginger beard next to your mate who's got grey hair and a ginger beard, and his mate with the brown hair and a ginger beard, and then his mate with the ginger hair's got a blonde beard. What the fuck's going on there? Men are so weird. Tips going in for Saf. Happy days. You drink what you get. That's a very, very brusque statement after those tips going in. Your hair was mousy colour. A mousy brown. Oh. I've had some strange colour hair. It was absolutely fiery red at one point. It was so blonde I almost looked German. And then it went darker as I got older, to the point where it was brown before it started going grey. And then I had it purple as well, didn't I? Obviously. My hair was purple. See if I can find this. I should have thought about this really, shouldn't I? I shall see if I can find what I was looking for. Maybe not. Oh, maybe. I'll prove to you. I'll give you proof. There you go. There's me on my 8th birthday, I think. Pure ginger hair, wearing a Middlesbrough kit. He thinks he's Bond. The name's Shite. Gobshite. Licensed to annoy. There you go. How do you know they're not depressed? The grouse, not the ginger bearded men. The grouse might be. Are they like sort of, I don't know, pretty lemmings? Pretty flying lemmings? They might be. You were simply red before you became a silver fox. Although no one needs that, do they? Prick Hucknall. Lads, you much rather go grey than bald. Exactly, yeah. You can't really do much of a parting, can you, when you're bald? Whereas you can when you're grey. You can backcomb it and all kinds of stuff. James Blonde, 007, licensed to thrill. Classic bowl cut. That wasn't a bowl cut. That's just the way it grew. Yeah, Steve, you had both bald with a grey beard. But that suits you. That's the kind of thing you need. Our Uncle Albert there. Yep. Ali's there. If you want to tell you all the troubles, she'll listen. As you're going the same way. It happens. It happens. It grew in a bob. It sort of did. Genuinely sort of did at that point. Very strange. I've got weird hair anyway. It doesn't grow long, it grows wild out. A bit like, I think I've got my dad. If you look at my dad when he played in the 70s, he used to have a ginger afro. I'm not far off that myself. If I let it grow, which I did obviously when I was in the hospital. When I come out, oh my word, it looked awful, as you remember. I used to put my hat on and there was bits hanging out the back and oh, no man, no good, no good. No es bueno, as they say in Japan. And you died of thirst, but you're still doing well. You're still doing well. Yeah, not so bad when you're in your 50s, which of course I am. Cheers. It's flown by that, isn't it? Flown by. 51. And I'm wearing a bucket hat and chatting shit on the internet. Who'd have thunk it? 9 more years till your 50s. Make the very, very most of them before you get there, because you will blink and you will be there. It is crazy. Although turning 50, it wasn't a big deal for me because, well, to be honest, there was a good chance I wasn't going to turn 50. And I managed to get out of the hospital and I was sound. So when it hit it was but a number. The curls were cute. Yeah, but when I took my hat off, I looked an absolute knob. Which I do anyway, don't I? Be honest, I do. The mother's tale is that you take after your mother's father when it comes to hair. Right, well, I think I take after my father's father, because my granddad used to have the same colour hair, and it was just absolutely ridiculously thick. He died in his 70s and he had an absolutely full head of hair. My dad's in his 70s, full head of hair. I've got no bald patch or anything, nothing, no thinning. It just mad. Yeah, out of 2 ladies in your life, that will be Helen, our Norfolk correspondent. I really should have a little music clip that plays there, shouldn't I? and a Chruby. Can you get yourself a drink, Ali? No worries. You know where it is. Oh, of course. Mrs. Laz is stressed and the kids are still off school. I only noticed that on Tuesday. Obviously Tuesday. Yesterday even. Jess wasn't working on Monday, and of course she's no longer in college. She's no longer a student of any type, so I completely lost track of when it is. When I went to pick her up, I have to drive past the school, which is just round the corner from hers, and there was no traffic. And bugger all traffic on the way to drop her off, which was remarkable. But that's what happens when you get an 18-year-old daughter. Instead of worrying about school, I've got to worry about her going on a bleeding holiday now to Tenerife or somewhere. In July. Marvellous. Helen's grand, but Ruby's barking because other dogs in the village are barking. And just like that, dogs started barking out there. What the fuck's going on here? You mentioned dogs barking, and next thing you know, Crufts is outside. Shut up. You wee yapping bastard, you. Yeah, they are, aren't they? They're getting all the gossip. I wonder if animals do gossip. They must be able to communicate in a way which is like dolphins are good at it, just swimming away. Have you seen Dave? The fucking state of him this week. You haven't hidden the Muad'Dib. You spiked it. Whoa. Them's fighting words. Yeah, July. Get through June first. Spencer might just crash the country. It might need a hard reset. Be funny to find out what happens. Really will. Will it be what he expected? Will it be different? Will it be too much? Will it be overkill? Will there be too much going on? Or will these years of watching all the British stuff just get him used to it and think, you know what, I can deal with this easily, not a problem. I know what a Greggs is, I know what a Tesco meal deal is. I'll do well in this country. I think he'll be alright. There's enough people hanging around anyway, isn't there? We'll look after him. Oh, Tings, that's not my name. Fuck, I forgot about that. That's not my name. Which is, of course, for Harry. On account of the fact that every one of us has absolutely butchered a name over and over again for month after month after month. Thought dogs communicated by marking the territory. That's taking the piss, man. Yep. Cola then. Angie, how you doing? How's things? Most of it goes over Spencer's head. It's probably a good thing if that's the case, until you get here at least, and then you're faced with it. I don't think it's too bad. I think we've got a good country here. I think it's a nice place. I think it's somewhere where if you, it sounds stupid, if you're foreign, we'll look after you. Well, we don't, because we're letting people drown in the middle of the channel, but if people come over on holiday, they have a tendency to be looked after, I think. If you want to come and have a wander around Liverpool, if you've got a strange accent or you're not from the town, someone will look after you, always. Just walk into any pub in Liverpool and there'll be someone there who will talk to you, ask you what you're doing, ask if you need any help. Do you want to go anywhere? Do you need to know where somewhere is? The co-op hall is actually open for his gig. Yeah. Yeah. Let's keep those fingers crossed. Co-op Live hasn't been doing too well lately, have they? Why has it not been working? Has it just been like cheap shit? They've cheaped out and fixing the place. Oh, a Durbanville Hills Merlot for Angers. Very nice. I've not had a Merlot in ages. Ali, you going in the kitchen to drink tap water? Oh, these are fighting voids. Anyway, who's up next on the bar? Because Saf's been there for half an hour already. Who's doing the next shift? Who fancies making some mucho dinero, as they say in Japan? Angie, okay, you're the first one I saw. Get behind there and get working your tips. Mandy, when you used to walk around Liverpool 1, you rarely heard a Scouse accent. That's because the majority of the people that go there are not from the city, obviously. I mean, there is plenty of people in there. We used to go in there because our office was round the corner. We'd go in there shopping, go in there and get whatever you needed to, bits and pieces. But there's loads of people coming there. It's a destination. In the same way that Cheshire Oaks used to be. I don't know if it still is. The Trafford Centre. Things like that. People come from all over the place just to go there. All the shows have been shifted to the AO until it passes safety tests. Jeez, that's shit, that. Although I suppose if you do it now and say, anyone who, if you go into a gig, don't come to this building, go to that building, you'll be able to see the artist that you wanted to see, rather than being stood there screaming the name and then for it to come over the tannoy. We do apologise, but there's electricity in buckets of water. It's not good. Just the tips for now, Angie, just the tips for now. The watershed is 9 o'clock in the UK, don't forget. Ali wants a glass of non-sparkling water and a Miwadi. A glass of Coke and a plate of chips for Kirsty. Oh, Angie's wearing the German beer wench outfit. Big tips then, big tips, definitely. Just taste it to see if it's spiked, definitely. You saw an ad for Cheshire Oaks today. I know it's still a thing, but is it still a thing, if you know what I mean? Because it used to be, didn't it? It used to be a massive thing where people would come from all over the country to save about 20p on something. Bizarre. Oh, hang on.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Mandy 26, man. That's a heavy level, that, like. That's a heavy level. You'd say champagne all round, but you're not keen on it. I was never keen on it myself either, to be honest with you. Kirsty, you don't feel like drinking bows. Not bows tonight. Not bows for baby. Don't always have to drink. See? It's blue. Dabba dee dabba die. No alcohol. Sean Ryder reminds you of your ex-husband. Muy interesante. You're feeling sleepy. Yeah, I know the feeling, to be honest. I was up early tonight after very little sleep. But, you know, we'll be alright, won't we? We'll be alright. A basket of chips and deep fried cod roe. Controversial. It's an interesting deep fried cod roe. My ma and Zara had fish and chips earlier. from the chippy. I didn't, because obviously I had my face smashed to bits earlier on by Dr. Ella. My waddy and a non-spiked or non-poisoned, non-sparkling. There's a lot going on in there, isn't there? Water. Ali wants chips and chicken goujons. Is right. Yeah. What about the rest of the dwarves? Funnily enough, we've got a girl. I think I've mentioned this before, haven't I? A girl in our work who is apparently half an inch taller. Or if she was half an inch shorter, she would technically be a dwarf. She's very, very small, obviously. And one day in work, she said, "I'm not happy." So, of course, you have to reply, "Well, which one are you then?" It's a standard thing. It's a standard. Anyone who's small, "I'm not happy." "Well, which one are you then?" Yeah, Sean Ryder, the house-robbing smacker that had groove and reminds you of your ex. He has lived a life. He can't tell you about it though, 'cause he can't remember half of it. Yeah, Dr. Ella, A. I was saying A when he told me the price afterwards. Proper fish and chips. Yeah, good cod. Good cod. Good cod almighty. Yeah, there had to be a dumb twist there, didn't it? I should have given you a dad joke there, shouldn't I, really? Putting the cod and chips in the fryer is right. Get it. Oh,
It's going
sorry,
up,
Andy.
it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's there.
There you go. I'll eat level 18, man. Look at that. These are big levels. These are tall levels. These are high up on Mount Bottrix, which I need to refix, don't I? I need to refix it. The one that bolted your couch to your hardwood floor. Kirsty, you're too sleepy to be on shift tonight. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. Chicken and chips for Ali. Very clever. Very clever. Was there a reason behind it? What was the rationale? What was the thinking behind that? Like if I bolt it to the ground, no one will steal it. They'll walk past it with the TV, the laptop and everything else, your jewellery. But, you know, at least the couch will still be there. You'll take Kirsty's shift. Very nice. Yep, Ali's quite short as well. She needs a step ladder to paint the skating boards. Know what I mean? Not medicated, probably best to keep you away from people. You'll be alright, mate. You'll be alright in here. Clever is the question. Yep, I'll normally stand on Steve's back to reach things. Much better for you. I forget how nice that is. I like a bit of Beck's Blue. He didn't like that it would slide around when he flopped down on it. Right, yeah. Perhaps if you sat on it like a normal human being, it wouldn't move. Or you can get a throw rug. Or, yeah, just don't jump on it. Sit down normal like a normal human being. Hadden een goede avond? Heb je een goede dag gehad? Emil, how are you doing, bud? How's things? You okay? Yeah, of course, talking sense. Lots of sense. Before you got it out, you had the 6th drywall screw drilled through the steel frame into your 1913 hardwood maple floors. Oh, man. You can't do that. I've been working hard, have you? Working hard. Yep, hi to those who've just joined us. We're having a party. Don't be burning Saf's cod and chips. You can't be doing that. Can't ruin good food. Loving that stream last night, Saf, by the way. I know the Bears Paws logo is a little bit niche, but seeing it starting to take shape is fantastic. I love it. Saf, no worries, mate. You want to call it a night? Get yourself some sleep. Make sure you're alright. Sleep well and look after your back as well, mate. Garnishing Ali's chicken and chips and Saf's cod and chips. You snuck one of his chips. You've got to sneak one of his chips. By the way, if anyone knows this, I don't know. I think most of the people in here will tell you. Other people's chips do not contain calories. So the more of someone else's you steal, you don't put weight on. This is an actual fact. Emil, the summer holiday started for you yesterday. Oh, lovely stuff. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Summer's here. Summer's almost here anyway. Well, almost here for us. Yeah, it's sunny now. I was expecting it to be raining because every time I've looked out today, it's been something different. Oh, I've got something to try as well. A little sneaky cam. Little tiny sneaky cam, which I'm going to put in the bird feeder. And hopefully I'll be able to get some up close, unobtrusive, up close video of the birds feeding. Hopefully. True wisdom. I am capable of it sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. Yeah. Stick it in a dogging bag. It's the same as a doggy bag, but you share it with other people. Yes, you think I had my wisdom removed with me wisdom tooth the other week? No, it's still there. Today, of course, was a different tooth. A very, 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 very expensive one to get moved. But it were alright. The tooth itself wasn't really painful, but the fucking painful it was. A dogging bag, yeah. New merch. New merch is going to drop all the time. Do you know what? Funnily enough, it's crazy that you should mention that. A new merch thing popped up the other day on T-Mill. A new option. A new thing you can make, which is a drawstring bag. A drawstring bag with, you can put your own artwork on it. That is literally their newest merch that was available to me. I could do a dogging bag. I've got a few more things, a few more items that might drop in the merch soon, hopefully. Hopefully. Where's me bits and bobs here, la? There you go. I'm going to pin that. Keep your eye on that link. There may be dogging bags on there. There may be. Cheap binoculars, yes. That's all you need, yeah. Pretty much all you need. That'd be very, very niche merch, wouldn't it? Branded condoms. Wet wipes. Kippers Vindalube. There you go. There's all kinds of stuff we can do. Definitely wipes. You need wipes. And hand sanitizer, I would think, if you're involved in that material. Yep, there you go. Mention dogging and Kirsty springs to life. Don't forget, there will be a dogging live stream soon, I think, from Kirsty. We're looking forward to that. Bears Paws pint glasses, all down. They would be the bizzo if you get them done. They would be fantastic. Just have to try and find someone that could do them. I wouldn't mind them. Bounty paper towels, the quick picker-upper. Or over here, plenty. Juan Sheet does plenty. What's the average temperature during the summer where we live? That's a very good question. We'll have a look. Average summer temperature. The UK weather is unpredictable. It's rarely extreme. In summer, the average temperature ranges from 9 to 18 degrees Celsius. That's the average. So you're looking. You're probably thinking like during the day it'll be an average of about 20 odd, won't it? Yeah, mid to high 20s. I would have thought. Yeah. For some reason in my mind, I'm thinking about 26. 26 is just. Have I read that somewhere? It does go up to 30 and above. Yeah, it depends on where you are. For us in the northwest, it'll be about 12 degrees and wet. On the coast. Saf works with glass. He does, and he's done bottles recently, hasn't he? And at the moment, his live yesterday, he was doing a Bears Paws logo on acrylic, is it? He was doing a perspex. Looks absolutely amazing. It was such a chill thing to watch him, but just seeing that picture, fantastic. I love it. It's boss. You sort yourself out with a new charger for the laptop because the damn cat yet again, and a switch charger. Yeah, that's the thing as well, Emil. It goes from freezing to too hot in the space of a day. It can be anything. It can be 30 odd Celsius, and then next thing you know, it's dropped down to 12, and there's wind coming in and rain sideways and hail, all kinds of stuff. That song, Crowded House, 4 seasons in a day, is because that's what they get in New Zealand. If it was over here, it'd be 4 seasons in an hour. That's how mad the place is. Yeah, in Ireland it's the same thing, isn't it? And you suffer from the same as we do. Being in the northern Atlantic, there's not much around us, so it's very windy as well at times. Plus we get the Gulf Stream, so we've got warm, moist air mixing with freezing cold air above us, so it rains loads. marvellous, isn't it? More tea, definitely more tea. If you had a working laptop at the moment, you would have been going live tomorrow. That's a shame. Need to smash them lives. As soon as you get back working, get in there and do as many as you can. Mandy, you're not hungry, but you might be tempted by a hot dog later. Is that in the dogging car park? Well, if you do fancy a hot dog later, just come out to the beer garden because we have bear grills. It might be Kippers, it might be Horace, it might be one or the other, but they can provide you with a very filling sausage. Steve, you want some cheesy moments? There you go. Just grab them off the card. There you go. Some cheesy moments for Steve. Got to have Bear Grylls, man. You've got to have Bear Grylls, haven't you? Oh, by the way, did anyone else watch the trailer? The new trailer that I did for the live. Again, something suggested by Mandy when I was asking about what I could do because I was sick of the trailers. She just said, "Why don't you do like one of those cinema adverts?" I was like, "What? Why didn't I think of that?" Obviously, I didn't think of it because I'm an idiot. But yeah, what a great idea that was. I think it worked out all right. So it should be something that people recognise, I think. Someone cover the bar, not a problem. Cheers, Steve. I love the way it come out. I really did like the way that came out. I managed to get AI music to sound a bit like 70s cinema music. Then I went online and I found some very good soundy people who could tell you how to mess around with it using Audacity, I think it was, the recording program. Just go in and put these settings in, and it made it sound a bit distorted, but it made it sound proper 70s, so I was happy with that. Yeah, can't use Pearl and Dean, unfortunately, otherwise I would have done. Very, very much copyrighted. Where was the hot tub? Still to come, still to come. Just keep watching these things. No zebras, we don't want zebras. Too many of them hanging round. But yeah, for the copyright, it's part of the reason why I used AI music and then changed it so that it's just completely altered beyond my wildest dreams. It was just funny. I sat there messing around on the phone. Can I make this look a little bit like something that I remember from going to cinema as a kid? And you can. And that was pretty much done with AI. What did I use? Imagine, I think it was, an app on the phone. Canva, CapCut, and then Udio, I think it was for the music. AI, Udio. Ali's minding a bar. Sound lid, nice one. Yeah, Mandy does come up with a lot of very, very good suggestions, which I'm very, very pleased with. Because it'd be bloody hard work running one of these streams single-handedly. There's loads to do. Loads to do. Well, there shouldn't be, but I've put it upon myself to make sure there's loads to do. Obviously, because I'm a fucking idiot. Oh, and by the way, also, speaking of loads, if anyone fancies a game of pool later, warning, a word of warning. that man will be waiting for you. Do you want to play against Alex Hurricane Higgins? Don't think I'd like to. Genuinely. Literally one-handed. It is, yeah, absolutely one-handed. Which I suppose on the phone it's easily achievable, but as Laz was mentioning in his stream, if you're trying to do things like editing and making things fit together, you need two hands, which I haven't got. And I am right-handed, thankfully, so my dominant hand I can use. You'll have him, Steve, you'll have him. Who's he when he's at home? Well, he's not really. I don't suppose he's at home anymore, is he? Well, he is. He's planted, but the Wizard of Belfast, Alex Hurricane Higgins, snooker world champion. Was he world champion? He was, wasn't he? Absolutely fantastic, and a proper piss tank. He would love the Bears' paws. Man, do you give him a run for his money? Well, you would do now, obviously. Don't have a spare screen for your lives. It's one of those things that if you are serious about going and doing lives, in the way that you're doing especially, you do need two screens. You need one for all your StreamYard and bits and pieces and what have you. One for Google and whatever your other bits and pieces that you're doing. So you've got your two. I mean, I've got OBS open. I've got Firefox, so I can read the chat on what Chrome up with 5 different tabs for other stuff on me screen over here. My phone's there as well in case I need it. Book space if you can't stand the heat. I forgot about this. It's just going on all the time, isn't it? You could do with 2 screens at least. And I'd also suggest anybody, if you can pick up a cheap Stream Deck, do it. But if you do, you then get tempted to start making use of the Stream Deck. So you end up there's loads of buttons. Last on your stream, you were talking about using the pen rather than the mouse, because you need your left hand to be able to do the editing as well. And you need your strongest hand to be available, but you also do need a second hand there as well to be able to copy and paste 2 hands, what have you, 2 fingers, and then click with your left. You need it. What's your favourite song? I mean, that's a hell of a question now. That's for everyone in the chat, by the way. Me, what's my favourite song? Oh, there's too many, man. There's too many. I would say one that immediately springs to mind is I Am the Walrus by the Beatles. So I will have to put that in there as that's always mentioned in my top whatever songs. That's got to be my favourite, I think. Long time favourite. But then I've got loads of them. Yeah, loads and loads. And I feel rubbish by not mentioning Radiohead or Yes or people like that. So it'd have to be the Beatles though, wouldn't it, with me being from Liverpool? Come on. You didn't insult anyone, lads. You just sort the other laptop out. It's stuck at factory reset at 64%. Man. Pain in the arse, isn't it? Too many to choose, definitely. Laz, yeah, you can do all that from the stylus and tablet. 2 buttons on the pen and 8 macro buttons on the tablet. But you'd be using both hands at the same time, wouldn't you? With me, if I could use both hands, keyboard and mouse, I could speed things up so much. Which is why I rarely I don't edit much. My videos I don't really need to edit, do I? Just sit in front of a camera, talk bollocks, and then upload. If I go for a walk, I'll cut that little bit out because there was too much noise or something. That's about it, really. How do we yours is probably Father by Rowan Hazer or De Pale in Brand. New on me, them ones. I will tell you what, I'm going to take a picture of that. I will try them out later. Just click your fucking half-wit. Bloody phones. Man, you couldn't pick a favourite if your life depended on it. Good. It shows a good, a good depth of taste, I think, that, doesn't it? Ali, Yellow Submarine, It's My Life, Grace and the Fields of Athenry. Grace by who? Is that Jeff Buckley by any chance? Yellow Submarine. Yep, Emil, what's your favourite one? The tablet is essentially the paper. Alright. Sit on your knee, you can use it one-handed. I can't manage that. Literally like that on my phone. One-handed. But I can get plenty done. Jeff, what? I can't think of anything to say, so I'll just say, what's that? How can I pronounce that, Jeff? You are a half-wit. Angie's back. Welcome back. Who needs topping off? And who's up next behind the bar? Angie's done her shift. Who's working next? A Coke float. Yep. Ja, niet jaloers. Currently it's probably Once Upon a Time in the West by Dire Straits. Oh, Emil.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
You have levelled up to level 2. Fantastic. Grace is good no matter who sings it. I think there's different Grace songs though, isn't there? The one by Jeff Buckley I think is fantastic. Yep. Tea with 2 rather than 2 T's. Tea with 2 sugars. Alison, yeah, okay. Calling you by your full name there, I do apologise. Ali, get behind that bar, go on. Loads of sugars. Sugars everywhere. Sugars for everyone. To hell with the consequences. There we go. Dealt with. And AC/DC, Have a Drink on Me. How's that for timing? One Piece at a Time by Johnny Cash. He had a good end to his career, didn't he, Johnny Cash? When you thought it was all over and done with, all of a sudden he starts coming out and just knocking it out the park completely. With Hurt by 9 Inch Nails and Personal Jesus by Depeche Mode. Fantastic, his versions of them. Yeah, Best Behaviour now. Don't be annoying, Ali. Body Shots. Get on it. Yep. One Piece at a Time is a great song. Jinxie, how you doing? I was Fat Club. Is it alright? Thanks to Rick Rubin. I like him. I've seen him getting interviewed a few times and always got loads of interesting stories. was brilliant on that Paul McCartney thing as well, wasn't he? Yeah, we're already on our best behaviour. Of course. Right. I'm on the tea as well now. No sugar. A sweetener. I'm drinking dolphin-friendly Earl Grey with a sweetener and almond milk because I'm such a class traitor. It's horrific, isn't it? Dead or alive, you spin me right round, baby. And you want a Bushmills 12-year-old single malt and make it a double? Is right. There you go. The Bushmills is on a high shelf. Ali is on a low trajectory. Steve, your back is needed. I've had a cheese moments. They're there. How are you doing, Thomas? By the way, I was just mentioning earlier on, I bought some Erdinger. The alcohol-free Erdinger. Very, very nice. I bought some more for tonight, but I've only put them in the fridge at about 7:30, so they're still not cold. So me Beck's Blue, dabba-dee dabba-die. But the Erdinger's really fit. Any salt and vinegar McCoys? I think we have in the back. We've got some in the back, definitely. Definitely. Of course, if you don't want cheese moments, we've got bacon fries and scampi fries, of course. Or Devil's Dinner, little mini ploughmans. I think bacon fries. It's a bacon friesy kind of evening, I think. Yep. We should have some. There should be a box somewhere, and there should be a box somewhere. There's some rum goings on in the world of football management. There is some very strange stuff going on. I'm glad of the end of it, to be honest with you. I know there's a footy game on tonight and there's one at the weekend as well, isn't it? I need that break away from it. Sick of it. You got the 10-year-old Bushmill single malt for a bargain. Should have been 36, got it for 24. That's proper, that, isn't it? Decent, that, mate. They can be quite expensive, can't they? It is good stuff, the alcohol-free Erdinger. The reason why I couldn't find it as well is because Tesco, in their infinite wisdom, have it labelled somewhere and then it's hidden somewhere else, completely different. But I found it. Just had a grapefruit Schafferhofer in Birkenhead Park while gawping at the Gaia exhibition. Sounds painful, that, mate. Needs to get that treated. Yes, Mandy's created a range of Ninja potato crisps, not knitted. Also not loaded, unfortunately, because I've been running around like a tit in a trance. It is a bacon fries kind of evening, without a shadow of a doubt. And you go into rummage in the back room. Sounds painful. Definitely a bargain. And Steve, be careful, Ali will want your ass later. Right, you've got a short drive, you'll be listening, not watching. Good. Do not watch. Don't want to see it on one of those really shitty TV cop things that we have. being pulled over. Can I ask you what you're doing, sir? Yes, I'm watching some half-wit stroke victim pretend he runs a pub online. Get out of the car, sir. Jackie, your Bears Paws t-shirt arrived yesterday. Here we go. The merch is reaching out there. There'll be a dogging bag coming out soon as well. Any DJ Spuddles? Oh man, that's one from the grim history, isn't it? Peter Johnson with his flavoured chips. And when he lost £12 million on it, he decided to sell Everton's best players. Genius. And we could have signed Nigel Martin years beforehand, but instead of taking him to Belfield or Goodison Park, he took him to Park Hampers in Birkenhead. Who am I signing for? Sunday League team. Daft bastard. Just remembered it's Wednesday, isn't it? Not Sunday, so I've been looking around at me stream deck. I don't need to press any buttons. Thankfully. Right. Phil Coulter and Sarah McLachlan in the arms of the angel. There you go. Yes, hopefully, Ali, yours will arrive soon too. At which point we'll have to have a demonstration against T-Mill for being anti-Irish. Bastards. I'd love to find out what is going on with them, because you're definitely on the list of countries that it sells to. Fuckers. And I chose them because it was supposed to be ethically sourced, ethically made. Man, you're still waiting for yours. Yes, yours should arrive, hopefully, in the next couple of days. It was a bank holiday, of course, so when I put it in when I was going to put it in the post office, it was closed. I only sent it on Tuesday. Is that yesterday? How can I be losing track of days when it was only yesterday? How much has happened since that? Man. Yeah. Shall we hopefully get it in the next couple of days? I want to get yours. You're going to take a selfie and send it to Jackie. You put yours back in the packaging. Mandy, do you still send the RDA invites out? You get lots of people involved in the RDA, sending things and putting links in and what have you. It's very, very good. Me like you mucho. So just tidying up my links. My links are all over the place. Everyone okay? All doing well? Gingers crossed. Not sent any out for ages. We haven't had to, have we? Yeah, to anyone who does join, just mute the notifications. You have to and jump in when you want to. Otherwise, it will melt your phone. It will absolutely melt it. Certainly don't have notifications on and have it on loud. It'll just go bing, 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 bing. You're the solid finest. Of course you are. Working wonders. Some weird noises going on out there, man. Looked out, expecting to see Father Dougal Maguire with a BBC workshop radio, radio workshop rather. This record under his arms. Steve, did I take your phone number yet? I have. I've got it somewhere. Where have I? I had to go in and take a picture and then blow it up. I've got it somewhere. I'm sure I wrote it down. In fact, when I finish on this, I'll go and I'll find it. I've written it somewhere, and I'll send you a message. Shedding your beer wench attire for your suit. Very nice. Swan diving into the hot tub. There you go. The hot tub is open. I repeat, the hot tub is open. And who's this? Baby Metal and Electric Callboy and Ratatata. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. You thought it was all for you, did you, Ali? No, not quite. And if we're taking numbers for dirty phone calls, Jinxie wants her name down. Of course. Filthy calls to follow. I think I've got yours. Does yours begin with 0898 and it costs about £4 a minute to ring? Sure, that's yours, isn't it? Yeah, it wasn't. Angie's gone through the cover, so it's open now. Consider yourself opened. Definitely your number. I thought it was. 0898 36 24 36. Was that the old one? Sure, that used to be a call number years ago. You're jumping in for a bit as well, are you? Get in there. Exactly. Not that cheap. Know your value. Know your worth. Know what you can make out of it. Don't be giving it away for free. When there's Dwayne Eddies to be made. €10 an hour. Money well spent. And it's all about the Reddies, all about the Dwayne Eddies. Don't sell yourself short. Is that you telling Jackie that, Ali, or is that you telling yourself? Is this positive reinforcement? I'm not short. I'm just a mini Marvel. Oh, I'm tall again, by the way. I'm not short anymore. As I was wandering about earlier on, I heard in the background the fucking size of him, so I'm back to being tall again. Under 6'2", my feckin' ass. Ladies, drinkies for the hotties, of course. Jinxie wouldn't get out of bed for €10 an hour. But how much would he get into bed for? That's, I think, the more the question, isn't it? Or is that once you're in, I'm not getting out? I want a proper lie-in. I've got to lie in tomorrow. Jess isn't working. I don't have to start till about 11 o'clock. I can relax. I can chill. I can put my feet up. Watch a bit of telly if I want. I can go out and have me cup of tea out in the back garden if it's sunny. I can do some Dennis Bird cam action if need be. Tomorrow could be a day to catch up on not feeling like a knobhead, which I have done for the past few days, I think. Could be the reset I need. Could be. Yeah, Ali, you wouldn't either. You know. Jinxie wants a baby sham. I'll have a baby sham. We'll let you type it as a number. Some of the stuff that you can and can't do in chat is a bit weird, I've found. I know you can't put links in unless you're a moderator, but you know. It's a pretty drink with the umbrella. It's yours, get in there. I've not got over being called 6'2" yet. I haven't. If you've been spent virtually all your life being told that you're freakishly tall, to have some dickhead of a woman say, actually, you're below average or whatever it is. Fuck off, mate. Tell you I'm not having it. 6'2", my absolute baboon's ass. Not having it. Why do you think I keep having to get things off shelves for people constantly? All the time. Yeah, it's a fake fake number, but it's not letting you do it. Is that probably what it is, do you think? So you can't put phone numbers up? Stupid. Oh, Angie.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Level 8. Fantastic. Foo Fighters Learn to Fly going on. There's a song that you've been wanting to record a cover of that reminds me of my beautiful backyard bird lives. Oh, what is it? Where's the Nuke for the Books? There's a pub in Liverpool called the Nuke, which is in Chinatown, which is fantastic. I think they've closed it now, though. That's where they used to have all the Christmas do's, all the 60s famous Mersey beat peeps that we know. The Nuke for the Books will be behind there, I think. I can put books behind there, can't I? The Book Nuke. Have a look at the Nuke book. The Book Nuke. Have a look at the cookbooks on the Book Nuke. Even typed it out in words and bugger still didn't put it up. Very, very odd, very odd. It's strange. They make their own rules up at times. YouTube, very strange. Songbird by Christine McVitie. Christine McVie, Fleetwood Mac. Hot Tub, Baby Sham and Dave Grohl. You are in paradise. Or did you actually mean a hot tube? Because that's something completely different, I think, isn't it? There's the new 10 minutes away from you as well, proper out of the way pub. Yeah, the one in Liverpool is completely out of the way. If you didn't know it was there, you wouldn't be able to find it by accident. It's just one of those, I'll meet you there, I don't know where it is. I've only lived here for 40 years, like, you know. You need to know where it is. Blackbird by the Beatles, I can play that. That's a lie, I can't play anything. I've only got one hand. When both hands are working, I can play Blackbird. Fantastic song. I learned to play guitar by playing the Beatles stuff, obviously. Gloria Estefan, Rhythm Is Gonna Get You. Tune that, like. Proper tune. Ali's going to shake the lettuce. Sound girl. Has someone given Helen her elderflower and lime tonic water? Has that been provided? Has it? To our Norfolk correspondent. Make sure it's done. Otherwise, there will be humongo mega trubs. Get on it, right. Used to ask Spencer, but it was uncovered his pay grade. It's not an easy song to play, and it's certainly not an easy song to play and sing at the same time. I can do one or the other most of the time. Sometimes I can do both at the same time. And when my hand works again, I will do it. I love playing that. I've had a few weeks where I've been really missing playing guitar, which has annoyed me because for years the guitar has just been plonked in the corner of the room where I could have played it all day, every day, and I haven't. I've been sat on my PlayStation instead. And now that I can't, I really want to pick it up and play. So annoying, man. Got to pick up your Telecaster. It's been forever you haven't picked it up. Make sure you do. I've got a telly as well, a Squire telly. I had a Yamaha Superflighter SF1000. Lovely Japanese. Can't remember what it was made out of, but it was a lovely, lovely guitar. I sold that for 450 quid and bought a car with it instead. And then a couple of weeks later I went and bought just a cheap Squire telly. But that's what got me onto the having cars of my own rather than using buses and what have you. That stopped me drinking a bit as well, but not enough obviously, because I ended up pingy headed. Wasn't sure what class it needed, so there's two. That's more like it. Yeah, couldn't work out which one it is. I have two of them anyway. Fantastic. That's the kind of stuff that we do in this place, definitely. And you need more lessons. You don't. Yeah, teach yourself. The best way of doing it is if you've got an ear or you know what songs are, play them till they sound right in your ear. I did it with the Beatles. I had the Beatles songbook, the complete Beatles, which showed you the chords at the top. Now, not all of them are correct. And as I got better, I went in and changed quite a few of them. But yeah, if you know how the songs go, play stuff that you know. You'll know when it's right and when it's not right. And then just keep on doing that until you get better and better at it. Squire telly, mine's white with a maple neck, maple fretboard. I did want to get a blue paisley one. I was going to get a blue paisley. Or is the blue one paisley? The pink one's paisley, isn't it? I know that. They look nice. I was going to get one of them. I do, of course, want a 1957 Gibson Les Paul, but I haven't won the lottery yet. Toilets smell fab. Marvellous. Zhuzh it with the spray. You can do it all on keyboard, but it's not the same. Guitars are much better. And especially acoustic guitars. When you feel it up against your chest as you're playing, and the song's vibrating through you, it's just so elemental. And the smell of the guitar, the smell of the wood, marvellous. I miss that. Yours is black with a white pickguard. That's almost Wilco Johnson from thingy, fucking hell. With Lee Brillo, what are they called? Why isn't my mind working? Dr. Feelgood. Almost Wilco Johnson from Dr. Feelgood. Maple neck. Yeah, I can't beat a maple neck on a Strat or a Telly. Has to be a rosewood neck on a Les Paul. Or an SG, something like that. Your diet, we've told you this before. The first rule of Fat Club: don't talk about Fat Club. An Epiphone Les Paul. I wouldn't mind an Epiphone Les Paul. The ukulele would be nice, yeah. I had a 50 quid. It cost 50 quid when I was 14, was it? 1987 1988, an unnamed Les Paul copy, just a cheap 50 quid thing. It's one of the best guitars I've ever played. Whoever made it was a genius. I could have strummed it then and walked away and it'll still be vibrating and feeding back now. It was amazing. But it weighed an absolute ton. Loads of fruit and veg. Healthy for you. How are you finding it? Are you feeling better in yourself? Pickguard, has your bass got one? Have you got a bass as well, have you? I want a bass. Once my hand comes back, I will. I'm gonna treat myself to a new acoustic and a bass, and then I'm gonna start recording all the songs that I've written over the years, no matter how shit they sound. I can put them onto proper digital, a digital platform, and just keep them so they aren't lost forever. And this works wonders for recording instruments and also vocals. One of the reasons why I bought it in the first place. If it does, it's upside down anyway. Of course, being left-handed. A good diet does make you feel better. It does. Well, it would do. Obviously, with me, good diet came far too late, so I can't say I'm feeling better because everything hurts. But I suppose it is better overall, isn't it? Yep, it's all about the bass, no treble. Was that Megan Trainor, was it? All about the bass, no treble. As she was singing that, I can hear audio engineers all around the world going, no, 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 no. What about your mid-range? You've got a right-handed bass strung upside down so you can play it left-handed. I suppose, yeah, if it works, it works. It's no big issue really, is it? I mean, some people play right-handed guitars left-handed without switching the strings round. Got a mate of ours used to play the clubs in Liverpool. Norman. Oh, man. His voice was incredible, but never made it. But was really good on the sort of the local music scene. He could pick up any guitar, whether it was right-handed or left-handed, and he could play it the right way round, upside down. Play a right-handed guitar normal, a right-handed upside down, left-handed normal, left-handed upside down. Just give him a stringed instrument, leave him for 10 minutes, and he'd master it. It's absolutely incredible. A Peavy. A Peavy bass. Oh man, I should know these things. I spent an inordinate amount of time in music shops as a younger personage. I should know these things. I like Peavy stuff. Louise, nice to see you. You're left-handed but learn to play right-handed. Exactly the same as my daughter. When she said, well, when I bought her a guitar, I got her a right-handed one. I just said to her, no, don't try and turn it round. Well, but I'm left-handed. Yeah, I know. If you learn to play a piano, you don't have left-handed pianos. You have to learn to play it because that's all it is. And if all you get used to is playing a right-handed guitar, that's all you'll know. You'll learn it. And she has, thankfully. That means she can now pick up my guitars as well and have a go on them, so I'm delighted with her. I need to get in the hot tub. I do. Yeah. Whip it out on one of your streams, lads. Start giving it the old ace of spades. Bit of Lemmy. You're not that evil. We're all that evil. Ali's gone full on Mrs. Doyle there. Tomasa. But bacon fries en route home. Of course, you had to. You had to, mate. Yeah, lovely cup of tea. Although every time I finish this and go in my front room, I leave that TV on, and Shameless is always on, and Mrs. Doyle is on there, but not looking like Mrs. Doyle, and she's got her baps out, and it just seems wrong, seems so wrong. See Mrs. Doyle's tits. Obviously, Mrs. Doyle's actually a very attractive younger lady. She wasn't like a 60-year-old woman at the time. Well, she probably is now, isn't she? Easily influenced. If you're easily influenced, there's a link to the merch at the top there. Get yourself a dog-in bag. You're ready for your alcohol-free airing now. One of these days, I might just put up a shelf there and have loads of ale on it, and then you can have it from there. How's that? You prefer Frazzles? Unfortunately, Mandy, the brewery have tied us into a deal with... Was it Smiths that made all this? Was it Smiths? Sure it was, wasn't it? But this is what we've got. What you see is what you get. Louise, you want a bag of each and an IPA? Well, funnily enough, I have got 3 different types of IPA in the fridge as well. A citrusy one that I had last night, which was nice. There was another one, which was not citrusy, but a real nice taste to it. The third one I haven't tried yet. I've also got some Asahi, alcohol-free Asahi. No, Saf has gone to bed because he's knackered and not feeling great. But he's been in here. He's been in. Came in, caused trouble. Got Ali's dander up and then fecked off and left us with it. Oh, hang on. What do I see down there?
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Jinxie level 14. What was the best tea to drink? You don't like black tea or green tea, but your friend came back from England with proper English tea, milk and 2 sugars. Well, that is black tea that you're drinking. You can try with Yorkshire tea. That always seems to go down well. Even Laz from Lancashire, a good Lancashire lad, he likes it. Everyone in our work drinks Yorkshire tea as well. Seems to be one of those things that we all love. So, yeah. Any English black tea, English breakfast tea is nice. Yorkshire tea. I love myself a bit of Earl Grey. Jinxie drinks it white. No milk. How is it white with no milk? You're a sorceress, aren't you? Thought it was a free house. Mandy, you've got a fantastic point with that, but I don't have the Frazzles thing to stick up, so go with it. Simple tea that comes in a bag. Standard tea bags. Nothing over the top. Yeah, it always works. Builders. Milk and 2. Louise, you've got Hobgoblin in the fridge. I haven't tried that. I have not tried that. I'm going to have to try that. If they do alcohol free, of course. I am not ready to get back on the ale yet. The Hobgoblin labels are fantastic. They are, aren't they? Yorkshire tea. Because Yorkshire has the perfect climate for growing tea. Freezing cold and it pisses down constantly. I watched Last of the Summer Wine. At no point did I ever see anybody rolling through a tea plantation in a fucking bath. By the way, Last of the Summer Wine, longest running sitcom in the world, and it's shit. That's I don't know. Would you call that a reaction? No sugar, right? Milk, no sugar. Again, you're sweet enough. You don't need sugar. Just dip your finger in it. That'll sweeten it. Ali, you love Lions tea. I think I might have some Lions somewhere. You're all about the Lions, aren't you? Anything that roars. My sister also, her and a fella occasionally get stuff from Harrods, because, you know, why wouldn't you? And somewhere else down there. And she got me this tea, which is really nice. I've still got some of that somewhere. Very, very expensive tea. But I'll drink my Earl Grey all the time. A PV International Series Milestone 3, and it's huge. Bass guitars normally are huge, which is good when you see a small fella playing a bass. It always looks absolutely massive. Milk and 2 for Ali. That's why you got it, Louise. Do you know what? That works then, doesn't it? They made it work perfectly. Defo needs all the help. If you know, you know. Man, I used to have a couple of bottles, but not to drink. Some of them do look, I mean, not just Hobgoblin. Some of the bottles do look artistic. They look superb. The guy in the bottles you have looks like he lives in one of Laz's models. Exactly that. Irish brand green box. Do you know what? I'm sure I've got some of that. I'm sure I have. I'll tell you if it's a good one. PV make decent guitars and basses, so any PV is a really good starting off point. I mean, obviously if you get into it from there, you can start going on to spending a shitload of money on Fender Precisions and things like that, but a PV is a very, very good way of getting into playing bass. Way above what you'd normally start with. Jinxie, you prefer coffee, to be honest? Of course you do. Of course you do. Of course you do. Why not? Why not? The lions are in the car park chasing the zebras. There could be absolute girder out there now. Ali, you tried coffee, you didn't like it. Go on, raw girl. Give it a proper full-on raw. Ali's been roaring all week. In fact, she's been so raw, she might need a little bit of natural yogurt to cool it down. Yeah, hope they don't catch them. It could be mayhem. And the car park would then need rinsing out yet again for other DNA. Stick with the PV, yep. It's a good level. It's a really good level of stuff with them. The same if you're buying, I don't know, a Yamaha. Yamaha make good guitars and basses as well, and so there's levels. You can get in at the bottom end with some cheap shit, and you'll know it's cheap just by picking it up. Work your way up, move up, and then you start getting to the likes of PV, Yamaha. Trying to think what else we had. I had. Then you get to the likes of Squire, Epiphone, work your way up. Then you go to Fender, Gibson, and all that kind of stuff. Or Paul Reed Smith and bloody expensive things like that. My mate John from the Searchers, fucking hell, unbelievable. The Hard Rock Cafe asked him if they could have one of his guitars, sign it so he can put it in the one of the restaurants. So he went and got a really cheap one that he had, played it, signed it, give it to them. They said you can have anything you want in return, so we asked for something just dead cheeky to see what they'd say, like a 10 grand acoustic, and they just give it him. There you go. That's what you asked for. Fuck's sake, man. He turned up to five-a-side once, opened his boot, and he had 2 Vox AC30 amps from the 60s. Proper originals. And he was like, oh, these are doing me head in the back of there. I said, would you want to put them in the back of my car? Because these are worth more than my car. One of them is worth more than my car. People just keep giving him free stuff, and he doesn't pass it on to me. How bad's that? Well, he has got a son, so obviously he gets all his stuff. Gonna nick the Mrs. Les Paul if you get the peg fixed. Shouldn't be too expensive to get things fixed. In fact, if you go on YouTube, you'll be able to find ways of doing it yourself and links where to buy things. It doesn't take much to be able to fix a guitar, genuinely. Especially for someone who's good with his hands like yourself. Man, do you prefer coffee too? Actually, you prefer Tia Maria. Well, now is Tia Maria time. It's not coffee time. It's Tia Maria time. Yeah, the replacement tuning pegs for Les Pauls are stupid. 20 quid for one little green peg. For proper Les Pauls, everything is expensive. Stupidly expensive. My copy, the bridge, bottom bridge, was all pitted. It looked awful. And luckily, one of our friends in Liverpool, does plating. Silver, copper and brass plating and things. And he just took it with him. Fixed it up for me, handed it back to me. And it looked better than anything I'd ever seen before. Made the guitar look absolutely insane. So if you can find someone who can do you a favour, they should do. But on a Les Paul, it's how much is the overall guitar worth and how much is the little piece that you have to fix. It's worth it just to get it sorted, trust me. Yeah, you feckin' lions, back in your feckin' cage. Only one lioness here, what? Yeah, stand back, Ali's gonna go out there and start volleying lions in their Davina McCalls. Mandy, do you put Tia Maria in your coffee? Love a pair of Yamaha NS10s. Yamaha makes some incredible stuff across the board. Everything they make is good quality. Yes, you've been known to special occasions like the 29th of May. It comes round once a year, so it's a special occasion. Get on it. Get on it like Wallace and Gromit. Whittle a new one. There you go, it's a good idea. Whittle one. Live. Whittle it live on a stream. Repair it live on a stream. Play live on a stream. This is fantastic. There's loads of stuff here. Yep. You girls stick together. It is the natural yogurt. That'll make you stick together. Fight you for your shoes, is right. Your missus is lucky enough to get one decades ago. Set her dad back about 600 quid. Be worth thousands, definitely thousands now. That's one of the things as well. I think I've said this before as well. I've got a Marshall amp. It was made in 1985. I bought it second hand in 1988. It was 3 years old. It was a pretty new amp. That was 1988. It's now 2024. Just through the passing of time, that is now a vintage amp. It's it was virtually new when I bought it. It's just because I'm such an owl bastard. I'm now going to give my daughter a vintage Marshall amp. It's a Marshall 5210, 50 watt solid state amp. If anyone wants to have a look what they look like, it's over there. I can't pick it up because I'll fall over and break my face in a million pieces. Weighs so much, and I had that in a fucking Les Paul. No wonder I didn't go gigging anywhere. Guitar's worth more than your entire model collection. Yeah, don't mess with proper guitars, man. Have you got a mate with a 3D printer? Most to the point, why haven't you got a 3D printer? Why haven't I got a 3D printer? What could I 3D print? Should I get a 3D printer? Where would I put it? Couldn't put it in here. I could get a 3D printer. I could get one. I mean, obviously, I need to watch the cash at the moment because I'm hemorrhaging money left, right and centre to 10 Dental in Southport. Highly recommend them as well, especially Dr. Ella. Hey. Your brother-in-law's got 3, but you don't trust his process. Is that you don't trust his process at printing, or just his process in general? His life process. Don't fucking trust him, mate. Don't trust him. Louise, you went to Marshall's headquarters in Milton Keynes to pick some amps up. You were the roadie at the time. I would give my left Davina to go there. Oh, I love Marshall amps. The only one I've used that's better than a Marshall was... there's a fantastic guitarist called Gary Potter, who's from Huyton, near Liverpool. Best guitarist I've ever seen in my life by a distance. He does a lot of Django Reinhardt jazz stuff, but he had a 62 Fender Telecaster natural wood and a Fender Twin amp, and he left it with us for about 3 weeks while he went off somewhere, and I have never sounded so good in my life. The strings were rusty and all kinds of stuff, and yet, man, that amp was superb.
It's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up.
I feel
it's going
cheap
up,
doing that.
There.
I apologise. No, I'm not doing it all the way through. Yep, shame about the big boy motherfucking Spitfire. You've got a Fender Frontman, 10 watts. You don't need any more than 10 watts. I've got a 50, and if I try and put that anywhere near 11, it will blow the windows out. It's stupid. 10. It was actually Jethro Tull, the guitarist with Jethro Tull, Martin Barr, used to use a practice amp. That's all he used on stage, a little thing about that big, and that was mic'd up and put into the PA, and it sounded absolutely incredible. So when you see him playing Madison Square Garden in the Bursting Out album, that's the whole sound that he's got, this mad sound. The whole place is rocking, and it's a little tiny amp. Didn't need any more than that. What do 3D printers do? They print in 3D. Literally, that's all it is. Plastic printing. So you start off with a base plate, and then you put something into it, and it lays down strip after strip of plastic until it grows up into a 3D printer pub sign. Mandy, don't. You're tickling my own private algorithm there now, aren't you? Evil. You do have one, but it's scrap now. Can't get a resin one, which is the one you want, because of the toxic fumes and chemicals. Yeah, don't trust the printing process. Emphasis on speed over quality. Never good. Unless, of course, you're a racing driver. But yeah, you've got to take your time and make sure it's done right. Do it right or do it shite. And with most things, you do it right the first time, you only have to do it once. If you do it rubbish, you have to do it 3 or 4 times, and then it's still not 100%. You've got 3 JBL speakers and a soundboard upstairs too. Oh. Anyone want drink and food? Have I left you on for a nap? I haven't, have I? Who's on next? Soon. Next. You've got a 40 watt Marshall, way more than enough for a house. My mate used to gig with my 50 watt. Never needed a PA. They all had 50 watt amps. That was more than enough. Yeah, horrible lad about the pilot, wasn't it? Louise has got the taste now. This could get nasty. This could get very, very Lionel Messi. Oh, it's getting a bit more Mindy out there now. And you want a strong coffee with 2 Splendor and some Baileys. You fell asleep in the hot tub. Well, you need the coffee then if that's the case. I'm not easily influenced at all, Mandy. Not at all. Actually, yeah, I am. A Jinxie Jungle Juice cocktail. Absolutely. And she's dripping all over the bar. Ooh, a matron. He must have stayed in a plane to guide her away from property. There's been a few of them, hasn't there, over the years, where pilots there's 747s where pilots have fought, and then towards the end have just tried to get it away from as many people as possible. And that's just absolutely incredible. Extra tips for an extra long shift. Definitely. Who's on next? Have I missed? Have I looked? Who's working next? Get your hand up. Flipped and came down upside down after takeoff. That's horrible, that, man. Plastic or resin. FDM printers are easy to use and cheap as chips. Resin ones are much higher quality, but you need to wash with isopropyl alcohol. The resin can give you 3rd-degree burns. Oh, fuck that. Nope, not having that. I think the easier one I might use. Last orders at the bar, last orders at the bar, last orders at the bar. What do you call me, Steve? Tips all around. Who's doing the 10 o'clock? Who's jumping on at 10? Who fancies making a few Dwaynes? Lads, what kind of pub is this? It's a good job you asked that. There's your answer. We don't shut early. We don't shut early. Not a chance. That's just in case the police are going past outside. Right. Curtains closed. Proper lock-in. This is a bit like our old pub, to be honest. We're closing early tonight, I would say, and then that meant 3 o'clock in the morning rather than 5. We used to make more money after hours than we did during hours sometimes. Oh, hang on.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Level 5, get in there. Invite them in, they probably need a pint. We did occasionally have the police turn up for a drink. And because you look after them, they look after you. So if they see the lights on, just go past and leave it in peace. Should you have a top shelfer, get on it, get on it. Right, who's working next? Who's up behind the bar? Someone's going to have to go up there. It's 10, who's working? Jackie, Jinxie. Jinxie's behind the bar, go on. Happy days. We had a mate who used to run a pizza shop on Shakespeare Street in Southport. Noel from Dublin, no longer with us, unfortunately. Lovely, lovely fella. They used to close at about 1:45. So he'd always ring up, am I alright to come down for a couple of beers? And he'd bring pizzas with him. So on a stay behind, there'd be pizzas everywhere. Make sure his ale was always cheap. And he always got a drink after hours. Fantastic. That's how pubs should be. Any good local pub, you should be able to get a house not only looked after but built from scratch. You should always know a builder, a roofer, a gardener, an electrician. It should be everyone in that pub, you know them. Someone who runs a pizza shop, tattoo artists. One by one, these people are no longer with us. It's absolutely fucking horrible as well. Prawn cocktail, Pringles and a Coke. That's a proper heavy order, that one. Get on it, lads, get on it. Go ahead. It's a lovely looking sky out there, but it's starting to sound a bit dodgy. Oh, we had magpies in the garden earlier, by the way. Quite a few of them. Evil bastards. Stinky fingers. Stinky fingers. Yeah, you'd have to check for them. They might be in the cellar. They might be in the dry goods store as well out the back. Every good pub's got a dry goods store. There's the cleaners cupboard, the dry goods. Jeff, shut up. No one's interested. He's still pissed off as well because he hasn't got his own merch. Kippers has. Horace is about to have his on there as well, just no Jeff yet. So of course he's absolutely raging. But Mandy, don't forget Steve's been out in the car park where the doggers do roam. And he's popping down. So the eldest three of you going down there now. Sounds like you're going to have a party down there. Don't like dark places. Be no good in Lancashire then with dark satanic mills. Yes, Saf's always doing it. The devil himself, hiding things on you. He's only pulling your pigtails, you know that, don't you? Genuinely, it's a really quiet area that we live in, and then just tonight, I don't know what's going on out there. It's fucking bedlam. Dogs arguing earlier on. The birds have gone quiet. And now there's people racing around on scramblers, I think. Shitty little motorbikes. Not eating stinky Pringles, yeah. The local brewery was spewing beer all over the street. The best place for that swell. What's happened to beer? I mean, obviously I don't really drink it anymore, but beers used to be good. Just overall, the beer used to be good everywhere. I miss some of those old beers. The ones that we had in the pub. Just standard Heineken lager. The normal stuff, not the 5%. That was alright. Whitbread trophy bitter before Boddington's come in. Don't like creamy bitters. Just want a normal one that's got bite to it. J.W. Lee's, avoid at all costs. I've seen plenty of their beers in pubs up here. Obviously, Southport's not that far away, is it? So, it's still virtually a local beer for us, that. But one shall avoid it at all costs, definitely. Is there a fucking Formula 1 race going on outside? I bet you it's some absolute knobhead as well in a 1.1 litre Vauxhall Nova slammed to the ground, lad. Oh, mate, you should hear it, lad. It's fucking sick. It's not sick, it's shit. Yeah, the Thwaites Brewery, it was closing down. They sabotaged the sign that was lit up outside, which is what. That, you know what? Even if you were Thwaites, the people in there, the management must have looked at and thought, fair play to them. Fair play to them. Not going to change that. You'd have to, wouldn't you? You would have to. Trophy's nice, yeah. Don't mind Werther's either. I haven't had a good bitter in years. Manny, the place you worked, we had Hoegaarden, had Bud on tap as well. Oh man, Budweiser is utter shit, isn't it? Let's face it, it is shite. The old Budvar, the original Budweiser from Czech Republic, that's not too bad, but the Florida stuff is absolutely abysmal. You can have one of them and it tastes vaguely of something, then you start drinking the second one, it's just like drinking fucking water. Repulsivo. Where's Thwaites based? Are they the is it Derbyshire or somewhere? Thwaites Brewery. It was founded in Blackburn, now located near Mella in the Ribble Valley. So that is literally just up the road from here. You can see the Ribble estuary from here, so it is just up there. I did not know that. I did not know that. Do we have harp? Stay sharp to the bottom of the glass. We do in places. Good Irish lager. My Irish mate used to go mad. Him and all his mates used to drink in the blue light up in the mountains, as he called it, near Dublin. And they all drank harp. He said it was always sound unless you get these English bastards coming over drinking Guinness when they don't like it. And it takes ages having to get served. Like, just fuck off there and drink lager in peace. Some free houses still have harp, they do. We should have Hofmeister in the pub. That is the beer that I think AI decided to make our sign on. The Hofmeister beer. And if you don't know what that looks like, hang on. See if I can find it for you. Hofmeister beer, not beer, you fucking half-wit. No, with the image. Not that one. It's the new one. They're only showing the new one. Remember the adverts with that the bear with the pork payat? No, we don't want that. I wonder if that'll do it. You see, on the right, is that really it? No, the proper old Hofmeister beer was much better than that. Instead of this wanker in the middle with his pork payat. We should do a rebrand. No, you shouldn't. Really shouldn't. It's working well. Man, you just started a bigger set of stress ball traffic lights. Are you stressed? Are you particularly stressed? Is that what it is? Spoilt for choice in Norfolk for ale. Yeah, you have said, Steve, and since you mentioned it, I had a look, and loads of them that I've seen on there that I recognise as well. As I say, my mate's, or my dad's mate, well, friend of the family, used to run a pub in Freshfield called the Freshfield, and he decided to make it into a real ale pub, and they were getting real ale from all over the country. Quite a few of the things you mentioned made it onto their menu. Very nice. Jinxie, it is a very odd mix. Stress balls that look like traffic lights, but they work perfectly. Do any of them design their own? Can you design your own brews? We could do that, couldn't we? I'll have a word. Do a bear's paws brew. 3 balls, different amounts of squish. Sounds painful. Not been in the Marble Arch for years. They have an on-site brewery, and it was a nice drink. On-site stuff, or as close as possible. Can't go wrong with that. Oh, I want a beer now. Proper beer. I can't have one. I'm not saying I'm completely teetotal, by the way. I just haven't had one since 2022. And I'm in no rush to have one yet. But I would love a beer. Yes, as you can see, it is a fantastic thing. 3 balls, different levels of squish depending on how wound up you are. Have you done it in such a way as the green one is the softest, and then yellow is a bit more, and then the red one's like, I fucking hate you. They have different expressions so you can show the face to match your mood. Black Sheep Brewery have some interesting looking beer. I've heard of Black Sheep. Some good stuff. There's some good stuff out there. Again, I think we should be more proud of what we do as a country with stuff like that. I don't think we push it enough. I know, like I said, the hairy bikers used to, whenever they go anywhere, you know, we're having a local brew. But apart from that, you didn't really get much more, did you, on TV? You'd have one drink on Friday for your mate's 40th, and that'll be you till the end of the year. No bad thing if you can do that. No bad thing at all. As I say, I've not had one since 2022. I've not missed it, but that first day I went back to watch Everton, that first game, I was still on Goodison Road, just down the road from the Winslow, and I could see people going in that I knew. I was thinking, I'd love to go in there. It was a warm day, August. I'd love to just go and have a quick pint, but I knew I couldn't. You know what I mean? There are also keyrings. Very nice. Black Sheep are finished now. Oh, that's a shame. Black Sheep was called that because he was part of the Theakston family. The thick plottings, it does. Don't have a choice. If you have 3, it might as well be the bottle. Yeah, I know exactly. I seen something on TV, I think it was, with what to do with leftover wine. What? I don't understand this concept. What do you mean leftover wine? Or someone bought you one of these little stoppers that you can put in your bottle so you could finish it the following day. If it's fucking open, it's getting drank. Simple as that. Just sell them. Just sell them. Mandy's setting up her own merch shop. You should do. Merchylicious. There you go. Leftover wine, I know. I mean, how can it be left over if you drink it till it's gone and then go to bed afterwards? Piling up. I think you should be selling them. I still think you should have your own channel. Told you this before. Drive around the country in the car from Back to the Future and just call yourself the Mandalorian. And then you've got your own merch shop and all kinds. You'd be fantastic. You'd be a billionaire in 2 weeks. Ali, you had a call. What did you miss? Now, well, Black Sheeps. Angie, you got a call now. No worries. Jealous. Everyone's getting calls apart from me. Hang on, I've got a missed call. I'm only joking. Don't forget Duolingo. Okay. Yes, I know. I'm sure I turned all that off, apart from one or two things. And now I'm still getting 20 million reminders every day without fail. Yeah, you missed Black Sheep and Shite Beer. That was about it, really. Which is not much, is it, really, when you think about it? Apart from, we should have Hofmeister as one of the beers of the pub, because, if you have a look at this, Hofmeister is, their logo is a bear, and I am convinced the bear, in fact, let's have a look. That bear is the one that's AI used as the basis to make the Bear's Paws logo. I am convinced. Because I knew it looked familiar. He's got a name, by the way. He's got a name, I've decided. It's Engelbert, but B-E-A-R at the end, Engelbert. And his full name is Engelbert Loves a Drink. So when he's singing Please Release Me later on, it's because he's had a few. Jinxie, most of the time your phone rings, you just ignore it. I've noticed. And for €10 a minute, you know, time is money. Yeah, according to the merch site, you may as well be the Black Sheep. We are going to have to sort this out. We love our Irish. Engelbert likes to drink. There you go. It's perfect, I think. He looks like an Engelbert as well. If you look at him, he's got that sort. He's got an Engelbert kind of quality to him. I must admit, I don't get too many calls. My ma will never answer a call from a number she doesn't recognise. So it doesn't matter where it's from. It could be from it could be from Southport. I'm not answering that. I don't recognise it. And then asks why she's not down as my next of kin. Well, if anything happens and you have to get in contact with my next of kin, they're going to be ringing, you're going to be, I don't recognise this number, fuck him. All the numbers you know have a different ringtone. If you don't hear it, you don't answer. Terrible behaviour. I know you're taking the piss, Ali, it's okay. I know. And it's good that our Jinxie helped you out. You've got separate ringtones as well. I do have a ringtone, but my phone is permanently on silent. I used to work in a call centre, a government call centre, and you weren't allowed to have your phone on at all. And if you did, you had it for an emergency, you had to have it on silent. So for 20 years I've been used to having my phone on silent to the point where even when I get home, it's on silent all the time. Plus it's quite handy, that case. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. Berry Barkeep. We get one of them to do a little bit of cleaning. Their own cleaning materials. Sillet Bang and Barry Scott. You could scream. And this is Sillet Bang. Vibrate is much more exciting, absolutely. Yeah, the curiosity gets the better of you. Same with me. I've had some fantastic scam calls. I had one from the department I work in, apparently. We need to speak to you about something and something. I went, all right, okay. Just kept him going and going and going. So where are you calling from? Oh, we're at an office in London. So which office? 'Cause I know that part of London quite well. Oh, it's such and such a building. You absolute knob. You are pretending to be from my department. We haven't got an office down there. I know all the offices all round the UK. Feckin' Egypt. Jackie does like a touch of vibrate. We've noticed that, especially the washing machine. Stick it on fast spin. Then Sean Ryder will be there, wouldn't he? It's coming up, it's there. Once you know who they are, block them. Proper industrial grade. No wonder all the tiles in the kitchen are smashed. Yeah. Ali, Jackie, take turns and be careful. Don't want people slipping on the floor, do we? 16 spin. Sounds like your rapper name, that, doesn't it? Yo, 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 16 spin in the house. Keep chatting to earn points. The chats have been fantastic on the YouTube studio. You can go in and see the analytics afterwards. It's absolutely incredible, the amount of chat that goes on in these lives. Amazing. Hitachi's stock price has risen quite recently. Yes, now we have the answer as to why. Also, Duracell, man, Hitachi's get plugged into the wall, don't they? Put the hand towels in later. In where? There's a plane going over. Very loud plane. In the washing machine, I know. Just teasing you, girl, just teasing. Hitachi's a mains powered. You will never run out. You don't need the Duracell bunny, these are permanently runny. There you go. I know I haven't got the equipment, but I think I'd be worried about anything that was plugged into the wall being anywhere near there. You know what I mean? I mean, if it's batteries, it's not going to do any damage, is it? Yep. To keep going until you're coming. Absolutely. That's the strap line, isn't it? A growth industry to get into as well, that. Arriving, very posh, arriving. On and on and on, and Ariston. You remember that advert? Bloody hell. That's one from the past. Are they still a thing, Ariston? I wonder. Electric water heaters, boilers, heat pumps and more. I wonder if is that still the same company? It must be. I wonder if I could remake that advert. That's what I might do. I need to get more trailers so I can keep them in hand for future. People get sick of watching the same thing over and over again, so I might remake some classic adverts. How about it? Okay. Oh, there's chips. Can we give Jackie a break? No problem at all. Let's have a look. Where are you? Laz is working behind the bar. There you go. You were on the board. You're on there. How many have I got on there now? There's 20 odd people. IDs will be needed. I've got a pork pie hat and a satin college jacket. Pork pie-ish. Ish. It's not bad, is it? Pork pie-ish. I haven't got any satin jackets though. I'm sure I could find one. It's not too far away, is it? Only one's chips and bun burger plain and Fanta. Not seen Desmond's for years. It was on this morning at 7:30 this morning. It was on Gold. Might have been Gold or Dave, one or the other. It's like, what? Desmond's. Fantastic, that. Like a bit of Desmond's. Mr. Ben. I am Mr. Ben. Could be the next one. I've got so many hats, it's ridiculous. It's got out of control, to be honest with you. Kirsty had a great hat on the stream. You like a top hat? It suits her as well, doesn't it? And you like this hat? I don't mind it myself, actually. If you want great lager, follow me to the bear. Or follow me to the bear's paws. We can do that. Man, do you like the hat as well? I have also got a thingy-majig, haven't I? What's it called? I can't remember what it's called. It's not a fedora, but it's a bit like a fedora. It's a bit pork pie-ish as well. One chip butty, a fizzy orange. Get the chip pan going, is right. The stream wife likes the hat as well. Of course. Anything that takes away from the face is always good. I wouldn't wear a hat for years apart from a beanie, and all of a sudden I have got bags of them. Bags and bags. I can't wear me Ushanka either, can I? Because it's too bloody hot for that. What else have I got? Flat caps, baseball caps. Loads of stuff. Bobble hats. Oh, I've got me my other one, my straw boaterish thing as well. That's in the front room now. Along with a shitload of other hats. Which I can't put anywhere. Where'd you put a load of hats? Where'd you put like 40 or 50 hats? There's no room. And I need more. I was going to buy a John Lennon one. You know, the sort of the Mariner's cap, what's it called? I should know this, shouldn't I? A Breton fisherman's cap, is that what it's called? A barge cap. It's not a newsboy hat, I know that. I'm thinking it's a Mariner Breton cap. I don't know if I can carry that one off though. You know what I mean? Bright orange woolly monstrosity with a massive pom-pom. That's a Dutch bobble hat. You know I like me Dutch stuff. A fancy deconstructed fried potato and bread platter. This is taking it proper up market. Considering we started off with cheesy moments, we have gone through the roof. I haven't got a beret. I don't think I'll be able to carry off a beret. I mean, obviously, I would read poetry. I recite poetry. I don't think I could wear a black polo neck sweater and a beret. Don't think I'd carry that off at all. A raspberry beret. I'll have a look around the second-hand stores for that. Needs pea puree. It does. It needs pea puree and a tartar sauce foam and a vinegar reduction. Sweetened strained tomato puree. Yeah. I'm sure, pretty much sure, you will be able to go into up their own arses restaurants and there'll be stuff like that on the menu. I'll order that. It sounds fantastic when it comes out. That is literally fucking that's Heinz ketchup out of a bottle. It's alright. It's only the neighbours. The neighbours been rebuilding the house for about the last 4 months. And as soon as they finished, someone else started doing theirs. Could you not have just got together and said, for the next 2 months, the whole street is going to be in uproar, and then it'll all be done? Balsamic vinegar, of course. The only problem I've got with balsamic vinegar is Jamie Oliver once called it balsy. Throw some balsy vinegar on it, and I felt like smashing him in the face with his own cock. There's just no need for it. Balsamic vinegar mixed with olive oil and drizzled over tomatoes, mozzarella and basil. Very nice. Or insalata caprese. Insalata caprese, as they call it in restaurants. Lads, just fucking cheese and tomato in it with some shite over it. Phil Collins in the air tonight. That's just about to finish. Prodigy, Out of Space. Come on, let's get jumping. Oh, ouchie. There's not a bit of me that's not sore. What? Oh, I know what it is. It's Wednesday. It's bin day tomorrow. That's what the noise is. Someone is struggling with a recycling bin full of bottles. Jamie Oliver doesn't have a cock. Just smack him with a haddock. No one will notice the smell from it. There's something about him I can't stand. His food looks amazing, but he's just such an absolute bell, isn't he? I mean, proper full on. They are divine. We have gone up a level. Laz is taking us to new levels here. It's going up, I'm telling you. We need a Bears Paws massage therapist for the pub. We do. I do today. Literally all of me is sore. My knee is really sore today. The arm has been bad all day, which means the shoulder's sore. Everything. And then of course the dentist. It's not really sore, but it's discomforting. Boss tune out and Steve. Watched a couple of YouTube videos the other day of people reacting to the Prodigy live. There was an American couple and saying, well, we got told to watch this particular song by the Prodigy. I think it was Their Law, live in Russia. It looked absolutely sick. And the fella, by the end of it, is going, I can't believe this. This is like proper heavy metal and all kinds. Yep. The Prodigy are heavier than most heavy metal bands, to be honest. Fantastic. I love the Prodigy. And it would go well with the hot tub. You're pretty good with your hands. Is that your job application? You're hired, we'll have you. You're not allowed on your TV, and you refuse to buy anything pucker just in case. Yeah, tea bags are the exception. Some pucker tea bags are amazing. The sleep tea is good. If you're struggling to sleep, it's full of lavender, which is really, really good. I've got Badger Balm. True stuff, this. That you put on your... It's like a balm, obviously. Just put a bit on your temples, behind the ears, and maybe on your wrists. Anywhere that can get into the veins. And it sends you off to sleep. But it only works for 3 or 4 days for me, and then I'm back to being insomniac, apart from the fact that now I sleep very easily. But you don't really want to go and have a stroke just to be able to sleep overnight, do you? I mean, fuck that. Yeah, fuck them and their law. If you want to watch something, give that gig a look. Their law live in Russia. It looks absolutely insane. It hasn't even got a mosh pit. I don't even know what you call it. The mosh pit looks like a Bruce Lee film. Just absolute bedlam going on in there. It's crazy. Adam, how you doing, bud? Pucker sleep tea's crap. I don't mind it. I have occasionally, just to take the edge off things. I don't mind it. Twinings is far. I've not tried that one though. You use the pucker sleep tea to base your alien models. Jinxie could do with a massage. Of course. After all that time on the spinning on the washing machine, I'm not surprised you do. Man, you don't want to smell like a badger. I don't think it's made out of actual badgers, to be honest with you. I think Badger is the name of the company that make it. I hope. I don't want to be sticking badgers all over my head. Even though it's going cold now. Even though I left it open, didn't I? Earlier on to make sure it wasn't too hot. New videos dropping at 6 on Friday. It's not a premiere. That doesn't matter. Look forward to that, mate. Paste, you bastard. There you go. Replace pinned message. If you're interested in coffee and you like watching very, very high quality videos all about it, check out the link there. Charcoal Coffee Company. You will not be disappointed. His videos are absolutely superb. Adam, fantastic, mate. Look forward to that. Angie, it's going to storm. Yeah. Be right back after getting the trash out. No problem. I always look forward to your new videos. Although I always feel guilty afterwards. Because you put effort into them. Proper effort. There's definitely watching not only how to make things properly, but also where it comes from. I think Saf said the other day, a similar kind of thing. It's alright knowing a bit. Just having a bit more information around it gives you a bit more background, but stops you making schoolboy errors. I know people are looking thinking, how can you make a schoolboy error when it comes to coffee? It's just coffee, isn't it? Well, no, it isn't, obviously. If you watch the videos, absolutely amazing. Wish your watch time retention was better. Your vids have been dropping off in the first minute. Your intros are not shit, mate. It's just that people have got absolutely no staying power at all. And you don't want to start going down the routes of Mr. Beast, where I don't know. It's changing every 3 seconds. I mean, fuck's sake, I don't want to watch videos where it's constantly being bombarded with stuff. With yours, the whole point of it is I'm going to sit down and actually listen to what's going on. The visuals are always fantastic. The script's well written. It sounds good, but it's, there's actual information in there, and it's at a pace that's suitable, I think. I mean, obviously, being coffee, you could do it at 100 mile an hour, but you're not going to get any benefit out of that whatsoever. I think it's good being chilled. Find out where coffee comes from, the coffee that you like drinking. There's a bit more to it than that. How to make it properly. Everything like that needs to be done slowly. You can't just bombard people with information. But people are as thick as shit. If there's not flashing lights and sounds and whistles and bells in the first couple of seconds, they'll be off it. Knobheads. Just stick with it. You're probably better off anyway getting 1,000 people watching till the end rather than 10,000 people watching your first 30 seconds. Fuck them. The ones who will watch all the way through are the ones that you need to keep hold of. And you do. Yeah, stop making us look bad by doing well. Us proper full-on half-asses. Said earlier on, my editing technique is fantastic. Film, upload, there you go. Yep, your personal philosophy kind of thing, I don't see why you wouldn't want to do that. That's the great thing about YouTube is you can put out what you want, or whatever your ideas are in life. I'd watch stuff like that. I like learning from people. It's one of the things about having conversations. You normally, if you've got anything about you, you will learn things. I'd do it. And if nothing else, it's a way of getting things off your chest as well. I find anyway. That's why I like to go on rants occasionally. I just get in the car and do a 20-minute live where I go mad at people. Good getting it off my chest. If you're able to do it, go for it, definitely. And I think you'll find as well with the community that we've got, no matter what you do, people will follow you. They always love premieres and lives because they can chat in the chat underneath it. But they'll support everyone in what you're doing. And will feedback. You've written a script, but you need to know if it's shite. But it's not going to be, I know that, but yeah. Yep, if you want me to read, I'll quite happy to do it. No problem at all. Yep. I'll happily do that. And we'll be completely honest with you, but I think I know your stuff, so I'm quite happy that I think your scripts are good anyway, so yeah, I look forward to reading that actually. Ping it over. I'll give it a butcher's. Nice one, cheers bud. Steve, you nodded off. You said you were going to, didn't you? I had a busy day, mate. Yep. Be good practice for you, lads. It's got proper words in it, not just pictures. I wish YouTube would have been around when I was younger. When I had loads to say and loads to do and a bit more energy as well. But you know, I've had my channel was it August? Was it 2006? That's how long this thing's been going. I wasn't doing videos back then properly though. Scripts about the sentience of AI was the only AI related video you plan to do. But yeah, it's it's something that's a hot topic at the moment, isn't it, as well? So it's, if you're trying to get in there on the ground floor with people searching for this kind of thing, that is a definite, a good choice of subjects. I'm quite happily with that. You managed 2-syllable words so far. Fantastic. In fact, for that we're having happy hour. Double syllables for lads, happy hour for everyone. Drinks half price, there you go. Smashing it. Yeah, it's an interesting one, that. As I say, there's lots of it about at the moment, isn't there? Angie's back, you're all done. Also do some stuff on the Hindu Vedas. There's loads of things out there, isn't there? Lots of stuff. Yeah, I think it'd be a good little canon of work that you can get started on there. Plus, it'll give you. I mean, I don't think you're gonna get bored of doing coffee stuff by any stretch of the imagination. But if you've been doing it constantly, just to go and do something completely different, a different sphere, a different way of writing them, or a different way of producing them, or something, just give you something that you can move around between the two. I always think that's good to have. Yes, Mandy, come the AI revolution, you're dressing in purple and standing in a field. I'll join you in that one, I think. Any kind of field, dress in purple, and be quiet. Be quiet as well. And you didn't make it back in time before the heavens opened. You're a drowned rat. Ah, man. Yeah, even you need to talk about something other than coffee sometimes. It is. Anyone that does anything will be screaming out for something else to do, just as something a little bit different. When you look at when Daniel was doing all the reactions to begin with on ES21 on his own channel, just go and do something completely different. Do the AV files somewhere where you're not necessarily going through the same process for every video. Coming from a completely different angle. Partly why I quite like doing the driving videos or going for a walk. I don't have to sit in front of a camera, think about what I'm going to say, and then chat like an absolute knobhead or whatever. Just that whole point of putting the camera in the car, well, my phone in the car, thinking about where I'm going to drive to, where's going to look good today, what do I fancy doing. It's just change your mind slightly. It was waiting for you, the Ballocks. Yep. Definitely a normal day for Mandy. Absolutely. Like Kate Bush, getting really Heathcliffy in purple. Come the AI revolution, you're going to make your own, or you're going to make AI your own personal Ernest Penfold. There you go. As well you should. And yeah, get back in the hot tub, warm yourself up. Steve will give you a rub down with a scratchy towel, man. Evils, scratchy towels. Like soft ones, soft. Yep, that's a hell of an offer. You're not going to get better than that tonight. Oh, well, I'm starting to feel knackered, to be honest. It's been a long, long day. I think I had 4 hours sleep. I think I might have done. Just about 4 hours. So, I'm going to start finishing off, I think. Need to go and put my feet up. Stretch me back. And get the Voltarol on my knee because it's screaming at me. It is screaming. So, what else do I need to turn off? I need to turn something else off as well, don't I? Oh no, Spotify, I'll turn it off in a minute. So, cheers. As always, cheers. Enjoy tonight. You are fantastic company. As always. And I will schedule the next one ASAP. So, for the meantime,
You start making your way outside now, folks, please. Come on, let your feet hit the street. Do your talking while you're walking. It's a pub, not a club. So what, mate? Change for the condom machine. Go and see the lad behind the bar. You better be quick as well. No, what I mean, getting your change. No. Just go and sort it out, lad.
and that's that.